What's going on, everyone? Bedroom Commentator here, and today I'm playing technical Minecraft. Oh yeah! In this episode, I've got quite a bit of things to talk about, but there's one thing that I've always wanted to try now, especially after reading what they actually do. Crops. I hear another skeleton. How wonderful. I had no idea what a crop did, but I was always interested. And then one day, while cycling through the inventory of the Technic pack, I see coffee, and I think, coffee? Wow. I'd love to get some coffee. That would be amazing. Coffee! In Minecraft. Coffee! Well, apparently you can make beer and coffee. You do it with crops. Now, I'm not actually sure how. What I decided to do, since my farm is a very strange farm, it's only this strict... Oh, hello there, creeper. I've lit this place up so well, look how many torches there are, and yet they will still spawn. It's very hard to stop it. But anyway, when I expand in this area, that should cease. Oh yeah, I changed that up to be infinite. I figured out that it needs to be a 3x3x1 deep pool to remain infinite. And that's what I've done there. So it now runs indefinitely, so I've got a constant source of power as long as I fuel it. And that's why I want these crops as well. I want to start producing biofuel because I don't like using coal, okay? And I'm not producing much electricity. 6 solar panels and those 2. Yeah, they're enough for me. They're powering my machines. But I've got to power these, okay? I don't really want to invest much resource in making a lot of these because... Oh, creeper. Because, although they may not be terribly expensive, they still are kind of... I'm running low on arrows. They're still kind of expensive, you know? And I'd rather not spend resource on them when I could, well, not. I don't need to right now. You know, it's going fine. I can use saplings if I need to fire them up. You know, I don't really need... I'm looking for seeds. Doesn't seem like I have it. I don't really need the energy right now. I'm not... plant seeds. Let's take a couple of these. I keep stalling myself. I don't really need them right now, you see. I don't need that level of power. But since this farm is so weird, since the forestry mod was removed and I left it this shape, I know it's very inconvenient to reach these back parts, so I might actually do something else there. I'm not really sure. I might get rid of this, rip it out, change the farm up, and have it in little square sectors. Oh, something I can manage. I might lower it all 1 block, or raise this up 1 block, and have paths that I walk through. It just needs to be a bit more accessible. But for now I want 1/2, or at least to here, be for wheat, and the other half to be anything else I can grow. I don't think there is much else I can grow since forestry was removed. But, damn it, I've actually lost seeds through that. And yes, and I never got onto building that electric hoe. But anyway, speaking of which... Oh, I had wheat. I should have used it. I have melon seeds, flax seeds, cocoa beans, we'll check if they can be used. We'll try all these things, and we'll try the normal wheat seeds. We'll try all this stuff. And let's put this wheat up. And, right. So let's see how these crops work. Apparently you can crossbreed them the crops to grow. And I want to test if I can grow coffee or brew some beer. And I do want to expand the house. I'll get onto all what my plans are in the future. Like I say, I don't want to do so much off camera, but I'm going to completely flip this farm on its head. Just change how it works because it's different now. We'll place the first crop there, 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, and we'll do 1 there and 1 there. And we'll place, these are normal seeds. We'll place cocoa beans, flax seeds, and melon seeds in these. There's our melon seeds. There's our corn seeds. You can grow cocoa beans, which I am very happy that you can do. And there's our... Oh, you can't grow flax seeds. Okay. Now, apparently you do crossbreed these things. And from what I understand, you right-click a... What's the time? You right-click a crop, and then right-click another crop. And that one will become a crossbreeder. And it will scan the ones next to it. So if I did it to this one, it will mix cocoa beans and wheat. So let's do this. I'm not really sure how it works. I'm not really sure how you do it. But I believe this is a crossbreeder. I've right-clicked on them. So I believe this one's going to be a crossbreeder. Okay? As for this one, I want to crossbreed melons, which are that one there. They are melons. I'm running on my tilled dirt. So put our melons down. I also want to crossbreed wheat. Or wheat down. And let's see if I can do this. I'll just keep right clicking on them because I'm not actually sure how that works. I just read on the wiki, you right click a crop and it will become a crossbreeder. So I didn't actually need this one. Okay. So now I'm growing cocoa beans, melons and wheat. This one's combining these two, and this one's combining these two. I actually can do that way differently. Just give me this one. Give me this one. Give me this one. And give me this one. All I had to do was this. Okay. So, you want cocoa beans and wheat. So we've got wheat to cocoa beans, wheat to melons. Okay. Oh! Okay. Oh, you right-click with another crop. Ah, I see. I wonder if these two will crossbreed together. So, we're going to have wheat, melon, no, cocoa beans, melon, and another wheat growing, okay? And these two should crossbreed, so you'll check the adjacent blocks, you'll see, oh, wheat, cocoa beans, and it'll make some sort of cocoa-wheat mix thing. And this one should see wheat, melons, and make some sort of wheat-melon mix. I don't know what it's going to do. But I wonder if they're going to crossbreed together. It'll be interesting to see. And if so, I'm going to have to do some thinking off screen and figure out what the hecky heck I do with this. For example, if these two crossbreed, then I should be able to make a huge pattern in which I can crossbreed things. I should check that. Just pull up cocoa beans away, seeds away, bring these down. Okay. What I want to get set up as well, here's our cactus farm. I'm going to leave that where it is because cactus are just annoying to be around. And I know I'm 8 minutes in and I've not done anything. Apart from this. We'll see how that goes. It looks like they've grown. I may be mistaken, I wasn't watching. But I'm going to flip the... I mean, I'll probably end up destroying all of this anyway when I change it, but you can see in our chest, we got pumpkins, and sugar canes, and mushrooms, and I also want trees, rubber trees and stuff, so I might have like a rubber tree section here. This stuff... Oh, there you go, look at that! We've grown something, a crossbreed plant. We'll see what that is. This stuff will go in this corner, trees will go in this corner, wheat will go in that corner, sugar cane here, and in this part it will be mushrooms, I guess. Although mushrooms you could just bone meal and grow large, so that should be fine. Oh, what do you do with flax seeds then? No, you don't just place them. You place them on tilled dirt, maybe? Yes. Okay. So that's flax seeds. We'll start the last one. So, there we go. We're growing a lot of farming equipment, and I'm really interested to see if those two crossbreeders will crossbreed. Actually, it seems it's lost the crossbreed crop thing. I wonder if that was intentional, or it means it hasn't worked. Although it is a unique plant, so I assume it has worked. Okay. So, this is much as a learning experience for me as it is for you guys, since I have no idea what I'm doing. Let's build some bread. There we go. Need some bread. Move that up since we're getting hungry. There we go. We won't eat another. There'll be a waste. Our saturation bar is full. And we don't really need it right now. Okay. So my plans for the house, I want a second floor because this is way too cramped in here. It's unorganised, my chests are getting full. I need to organise. My expanding ideas, of course, is the farm. I want an animal farm so I can get regular pork chops and stuff because I want a good source of food. I know mushroom stew is good, but it doesn't stack, so there's its issue. Of course I want a plant farm, and that's what I've just been talking about, creating a plant farm. That's what I've got going. But I also want to produce something special out of it. I keep talking about how I'm not being very, like, neutral. I'm having to power that to get power. It's not working out too well. Well, I want to make biofuel, okay? I can see they've grown. Biofuel should be easy to make because we can grow the crops and just make a fuel source out of it. And someone said, why don't I just use single-use batteries? That is made with coal dust, and I believe you get more if you use hydrated coal dust. That's coal dust combined with water buckets or water cells, something like that. Well, that's a very good point actually, and I don't know why. It requires 1 redstone and 1 cable, I believe, and you get 8 or 16 depending on them. I have got some empty cells. And I do know what a tunnel bore is now, by the way. I actually went back to the mine shaft and I dug out as much rail as I could find. I also have a lot of gravel. If you don't know what it is, you put gravel, I believe, or sand, and rails in, and it will dig a 3x3 tunnel for you, like my door frame, just straight until it runs out of rails to ride on, as long as you keep it fueled. Although I do believe I have to make a bore head. I'm not sure, like the drill, I'm not sure if I have to make the drill or this came with one, since I found it in a dungeon. So I don't know. But yeah, so I want to get some biofuel going so I can have a nice source of power, because then I can fuel all my machines with an amount of power, and I could basically pump biofuel around that goes into these sort of machines, what are they called, bat boxes. I'm not sure if it works like that, but I need a converter somewhere. The spare biofuel I aren't using. If it's spare and I've not used it, I want it to detect that it's sitting there, it's full, I'm not using it, pipe itself into some sort of power converter. It takes the energy from the biofuel, I hate this wooden block by the way, and then it converts the energy from the biofuel into electricity, which powers my bat box. I then want it to see if the bat box is full, that power must be stored elsewhere and maybe stick as a biofuel, I'm not really sure. Kind of like what the water does. You'll notice the water sits round in the pipe if it's full, and then when I use power it starts working again. So I wanted to do something like that, and I think that would be very interesting. Also, if I use a biofuel powered engine, I could actually generate electricity. Now I'm not sure what the converters are, but I know there's a buildcraft to industrial craft energy converter and an industrial craft to buildcraft converter. Well, biofuel, I can't remember, is that buildcraft or industrial craft? I think it's industrial craft. It makes sense if it's industrial craft. If it's industrial craft, that means I don't need a converter. There's 2 converters, one's quite expensive to make I believe, and one's cheaper to make. But they only work one way, you can't have them both ways. One goes one power to the other, one goes backwards, okay? If I use this, so if it is industrial craft, I won't actually need a converter, I'll just use biofuel, generate electricity. And I know I'm not using much electricity, as of yet I don't have that much machinery going on, but I can build a lot more bat boxes and store it. I might have one room full of storage, it goes from one to the next to the next. And that way I can have a massive surplus storage of energy. I think that will be very good for future development. And yes, I do want to make something of my house. I want an upstairs, I want a bedroom, I want a storeroom. I want all my ores and resources to go in here, so while underground they can be piped into macerators, smelted and piped back in so it can refine itself while I'm not in. Which means I may have to move these after all. Well, the wire is behind, but like I said, I can pipe them in, but not pipe them out. So, yeah, this room might get a little bit more messy, or I'm going to have to move things around. And I'm not actually sure how I want to move things around, so I should be careful of that. I also want a brewery, basement of some sort. Let me check this actually. I don't actually know how you make one of these. Empty booze barrel, 1 litre, 2 litre, 3... Yeah, so you can make barrels. Apparently, you stick them, I don't know how to make them, wood, rubber wood, empty booze barrel becomes an empty. Okay. Well, apparently, you have to put them on scaffolds. So, and I have plenty of scaffolds around, so apparently, yeah, it takes 2 wood and a rubber wood. I don't believe I stole rubber wood in here. In fact, I think I converted all of my rubber wood. But now we'll wait to a later episode. I'm going to watch my crops grow. Oh wait, one thing before I go. Fertilizers. Yeah, that's one thing I never went about. I never dug out any apatite and I regret it now. That purple gem, the one that's called apatite, you probably want it if you're going to do farming like me. Because apatite... Oh, I've got almost a stack of sapphires and a stack of rubies. I should make some emerald and ruby tools. Well, apparently apatite is used as a fertilizer for that stuff in the crops where bone meal will. But anyway, this episode is dragging on, so I'll hope to see you in the next episode. I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and I hope you enjoy the episodes to come. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next part of my Tekkit adventure. Goodbye.